Hello, Mom. How are you? Hola, Ma. ¿Cómo estás?
Bien.
I am here to interview you about your life. I'm going to ask you some questions, and please feel free to answer them as you wish. I will be asking the questions in English, and I will translate them in Spanish. Te voy a hacer unas preguntas sobre tu vida y primero te las voy a preguntar en español, en inglés y luego en español. Tú las puedes contestar en español y si las quieres contestar. Si no las quieres contestar, nomás me dices que no. Okay? What is your name? ¿Cómo te llamas?
Marta Juana Escobedo.
Okay. Her name is Marta Juana Escobedo. Where were you born? ¿Dónde naciste?
Aposol, Zacatecas, México.
She was born in a town called Aposol, Zacatecas, Mexico. How old were you when you started dating? ¿Cuántos años tenías cuando empezaste a pretender? Que te pretendieran.
A pretender que no, yo no pretendo nada. Ok. De 14 a 15 años.
Okay. She was around 14 or 15 when she started dating. What was dating like in your time? ¿Cómo eran en tus tiempos eso de pretender a alguien?
Simplemente te conocía al muchacho y luego te decía que si quería ser su novia o su amiga, pero más su novia.
Okay. So back in those days, it was the male would approach the female and they would ask if they would like to be friends or and then start dating. Okay. How old were you when you got married? ¿Cuántos años tenías cuando te casaste?
Tendría como 16 años.
I was 16 years old. ¿Cuántos hijos tuviste? How many kids did you have?
7.
She had 7 children.
¿Y te digo los demás?
No. What was the hardest thing you had to do in your life? ¿Qué fue lo más difícil que tuviste que hacer en tu vida?
Dejar a mis hijos para irme a trabajar.
Explícame cómo estuvo eso.
Que tuve que dejar, mi esposo me dejó y tuve que dejar a mis hijos para poderme salir yo a trabajar. Y eso fue lo más difícil que me pasó.
The most difficult thing that she had to endure was leave Mexico and leave her children in Mexico. Her husband had separated with her at the time, and she had to leave her children in Mexico to pursue a better opportunity for her family in the United States. How did you overcome that? ¿Cómo superaste eso?
Siempre he tenido mi cabeza bien puesta. Nunca me puse a pensar, porque no tuve chance de pensar que se fue, ni mucho menos.
So she said that she's always had a good head on her shoulders, and she knew that she had to do what she had to do for her children. She didn't sit and think about how he left and why he left. All she thought was how she could better her life and her children's life. What do you feel has been the most rewarding for you? ¿Qué ha sido lo más gratificante para ti?
Estar sola.
¿Por qué?
Porque él no era una persona responsable para mantener su familia.
So her answer was to be alone. She feels that the most rewarding was for her to be alone. He wasn't someone that she that liked being around him and him around her. If there's something in your life you could change, what would it be and why? Si hay algo en tu vida que pudieras cambiar, ¿qué sería y por qué?
No casarme, pero sí tener todos mis hijos.
¿Por qué?
Porque para mí mis hijos son lo más importante.
Pero si no te hubieras casado con él.
Yo hubiera tenido mis hijos, de todas maneras, si es que me tocaba tener hijos.
So her answer to that was that she would, the only thing she would change is marrying him, but not changing the fact of the children she had. She says that she feels that she still would have had the same children even if she would have married with him or not. What is the best thing in your life now? ¿Qué es lo mejor de tu vida ahorita?
Lo mejor de mi vida ahorita es tener mi familia bien y estar con mis nietos, que es lo más importante para mí.
She says the best thing in her life now is having her family together and her grandchildren. That those are what brings her happiness now. ¿Qué haces en tu tiempo libre? What do you do for hobbies? Tus hobbies.
Jugar en la laptop o en la computadora y leer.
Play with her laptop and computer and read. She likes to read a lot. What would you like to see more in your family? ¿Qué es lo que quisieras ver más con tu familia?
Unión.
Okay. ¿Por qué?
Porque para una mamá es más importante verlos unidos que separados o peleándose.
She says that what she would like to see more in her family is union. She feels that her family is not together as a whole like she would like to see, and that for a mother that's the best thing to see is her family as a whole, as a union. If you could find a partner to spend the rest of your life with now, would you try? Si pudieras encontrar una persona para estar con una persona que como un compañero, ¿tratarías?
No.
¿Por qué?
Porque ya no estoy en edad, una. Otra, porque estoy acostumbrada a estar sola.
So she says no, that she would not try to be with a partner. She feels that she's too old to start over and she's so used to being alone. Ok, muchas gracias por hacer muchas gracias por hacer esta entrevista conmigo. Aprecio tu tiempo y gracias. I'm telling her thank you very much for taking this time to be with me and doing this interview, and that we appreciate her time.
De nada, mija, con mucho gusto. Pero fíjate a ver si